Now, people are shocked when I want to talk about the fourth stage of alcoholism because it is really the final stage. This is a stage where a person is completely immersed in the disease. Every waking hour is about alcohol. It's about getting alcohol, wanting alcohol, begging for alcohol. Their life is really turned into an upside down horror story. Most of the relationships in their life, if they have any left, have deserted them, and they really struggle on a day-to-day basis just to survive. And it's a really terrible place to be. So let's delve a little bit more into this. Now, the fourth stage is when someone is completely immersed in both the mental health side of it and the addiction side of it. Um, they are both chemically, emotionally, and psychologically addicted to alcohol. Without it, they really are not going to be a functioning human being. In fact, without alcohol, they'll probably go into convulsions and go into shock, and they could even die. A person goes to, a detox. That's the only way they're going to survive. If they try to detox on their own, there's a likelihood that they might have a heart attack or stroke, or there'd be so much stress on the body they could die. And it's a very, very scary place for any human being to be. And unfortunately, on the fourth stage, a person is really on a path to their demise. They're not going to be around much longer because the body simply cannot take years and years of abuse. Now, in my wife's case, she had been through 6 rehabilitation facilities. They'd all failed. She was, pretty much drunk on the floor within 2 or 3 weeks after leaving each facility. Mainly because she didn't do the work. She didn't do the group therapy. She didn't continue doing the work that she needed to do because the disease had really taken over. In her case, I'd actually put her in her 7th rehabilitation facility, and she ended up falling down a flight of stairs, which really ended in her demise. But my plan was to put her into what's called a sober living facility for at least a year. And it's a home where you can live with other, struggling alcoholics, people trying to clean up. It's really the last ditch effort. And I was going to put her in there for a year and really, probably part ways. When you're in the fourth stage, it's very difficult to be around an alcoholic at that caliber because they're really suffering, in my wife's case, really with dementia. It's called wet brain, where you've had so much alcohol over a period of time that you're having difficulty thinking, talking, speaking, and walking. And it's a very, very scary place to be. And one of the reasons why I talk about this phase 4, is not really to sensationalize the issue and bring, horror upon a very touchy subject. It's really to use it as a deterrent. Because if you're an alcoholic and you find yourself in the earlier stages, you're starting to create a habit, know that if you continue down that road, you're going to go on a path of an early death. There's no question. And it's one of the worst deaths I can imagine. I went through it with my wife. I wouldn't wish it upon anyone. I think you'd be better off having cancer or heart disease or some other way to die, because it's a horrible, destructive way, and it destroys, everyone around you as well. There's no person is an island amongst themselves when they have alcoholism, and it's something I just wouldn't wish it upon anybody. And if I can make a video to deter somebody from that or to help them further, this is what I'm trying to do. So again, if this is something that resonates with either yourself or a family member, and hopefully you're in the earlier stages before you get to this, and I hope this is some kind of deterrent. But again, schedule a breakthrough call. Link is in the bio above. So set up a breakthrough call so that we can find sustainable sobriety for both you and your family. I've helped thousands of alcoholics, and just as importantly, I've helped their families. So again, thanks for listening.